I've said before that patriots need to get involved on the state level to stop a lot of the corruption that's going on in their individual states, particularly when it comes to voter integrity, because voter laws are legislated and enforced on the state level. The problems that we had in 2020 and in 2022 are as a result of not enough good people getting involved and allowing for this type of corruption to go through. Now, voter fraud is nothing new. That's been around forever. There's always nefarious actors that try to get involved, and you get people with a mentality like the likes of Stalin when he said that it's not who votes that counts, it's who counts the votes. So in this election coming up, as of right now, it's really too late. These states should have been defortified, as in ballot harvesting should have been prohibited. Same thing with ballot drop boxes. Same thing with universal, mail-in ballots being mailed out to people. Things like that are probably going to happen in 2024, and there's going to be a lot of fraud. The only way at this point that's going to, let's say if Trump, was to overcome that disadvantage, is he's going to have millions more voters support. In other words, there's millions of more people actually going to the polls and voting legitimately to overcome the fraud. I believe that's what happened in 2016, and it didn't quite do that in 2020 because the fraud was so big. That and his popularity wasn't quite as high as it was in 2016. So at this point, what you need to do is you need to go out and you got to campaign. Now, if you get involved in local government, that's good, because if you're honest, it keeps other people around you honest as well. I always encourage that, and it's always good that patriot-minded people do get involved in that. This way they have experience, and that's another thing. With experience, you have to start as soon as possible. The sooner you start, the better. Get involved in your local politics. Learn how to do public speaking. Learn how to communicate really well. Learn how the process works. Learn civics. A lot of people don't do that. They're hoping for somebody to save them. They're hoping for Donald Trump to save them, as if Donald Trump can fix everything. And I got news, it ain't going to happen like that. If you want to improve your surroundings, you have to do it. You have to take charge of yourself and your environment. So with this election coming up, if you're a supporter of Donald Trump, then campaign for Donald Trump. He's going to need every bit of help that he can get, especially in states like Pennsylvania, Arizona, Wisconsin, Georgia, the usual suspects.